Alright, let's bring this thing on up. How's folks tonight? Naturally, that little break in my conversation was right where the music also decided to cut. Like, nope, no audio. Forget that. Audio, who's that for? Let's pop this over here. There we go. And oh my god, what is with the green screen? You stop not being blanked out. No, the whole thing is, what is with this? Is that just a lighting thing from the camera? We can test this. Yeah, I get real tired of that green screen because I swear to God, the background on that changes without any input whatsoever. It's like, I would like that to just work the once, stay working. Like, this is all the same color back here. The lighting is fairly even. It should not be doing this thing right here where it's just fuzzy. But it totally is. Although, in fairness, it also lost the zoom setting, which is not helping that. Let's just tuck that in a little. There we go. Hey, Dragon House, how you doing? Yeah, that helped a bit. Not a ton, but, you know, enough. We'll roll with it. So, we're in night 2 of our new run. We, of course, don't have anything, like, sorted out yet. We spent all our money. We presumably have some sort of disaster going on, although I don't remember exactly what sort of disaster. So we'll sort that as we go. Because it's been a couple of days on account of I was, you know, not super well this week. Yeah, we basically need to, like, tuck in some defenses and in a big tearing hurry. Yeah, and unfortunately we don't actually have the materials to really do as much as we need there. So we'll see. That means we're going to be focusing on defending this gap. And we got level ups all around. And apparently enough Tainted Essence to do something with it, so we'll click that out. I suspect it's going to be something no one's even talking to you. Like, this dialogue hasn't actually changed in a while, and I would very much like to not stop having this conversation. And we're going to buy a ballista because it's an option. We can't actually build any tonight, we don't have any materials. Not the point. Alright, get everybody leveled. Well, that's a hell of a draw. We pretty much have to take the action point. But there was a lot of good options there. And then +2 propagation bonuses is also kind of one of those. You pretty much have to take it. He's already got the lightning book, so, you know, that just makes that immediately better. These are kind of all amazing options. I think the correct one is the move one here, but those are all so good. And then one skill range here is also just amazing. That's got to get taken. Alright, Chiara, what you got? Uh, 40 armor is great, because you are in there mixing it up. This is mostly not so great. We will take the mana regen. And we'll definitely take bodybuilder, and we need to, like, focus on getting you some health. But we'll get back to that. Alright. I think that Chiara can probably do pretty well on this side by herself. But the thing to remember was we've got basically no range worth talking, no distance worth talking about in our space here. We're pretty much going to have monsters against the walls almost from the immediate get-go. So this is going to be a disaster night. Am I thinking of greatsword? Must be. Well, we got no visible targets, so I guess that's as good as any for a turn. Alright, bear with me. Let me find that. There we go. Can I edit that right here? Can. Hooray. Armin is now exiled Mallet. Dudley. Walked pad. There we go. I'm surprised that one fit. Those are now in. Bear with me because I need to pop the ward request open. There we go. And mark those as complete. There we are. Yeah, this side's gonna be a thing. Got action points left, it says. Yeah, I do. I noticed. Yeah, it's getting dicey over there. That was always going to be true. Just, you know, casually destroying an entire side over here in a single turn. Out of movement, so I can't exactly get him into shooting another thing usefully this turn. Yeah, don't close, that's silly. Dump the poison on that one and be done. That side is basically out of commission for the turn. And we're at the end of the evening, so we need to get the artillery over here and helping. Yeah, you don't have a backup weapon, and the weapon you've got is kind of actually useless. Also, you're not the one with the point left. You are, so I guess do that. There we go. There we go. Goodness, that's a mess. Look at all those bodies on that side. Wow. So let's grab our night reward. So, great big whopping hammer with bonus stun chance and extra mana and extra skill range. Kind of amazing. Some quite reasonable pants with an action point on them. Also kind of amazing. The pants are the winner. Because seriously, those things are nuts. And then we have that always question of where are we spending stuff. Obviously we're going to grab a item focus off of this great big ridiculous mountain of corpses. And we got another one back here. And another corpse pile back here. And another one with an item in it there. So we kind of did real good on our we would like some items out of these corpses plan today. Oh, here's another. Yes, loot all the things. We're still down one villager, so let's sort that out. I'm pretty certain, although not 100%, that we already got the 12 villagers loot in a turn. Thing going on. And as much as I would like Armor Maker, I actually... Oh wow, we've got a lot of options. Okay, so let's start grabbing weapons, because I specifically want to test Dagger. It had big changes. Yeah, we're just going to start grabbing weapons and call it good. And then we'll keep doing more of that if we can get more essence available. And then let me double check omens. Yeah, we did already get Lone Scavenger, that's what I thought. Anyway, moving on from that, how's folks? Anyone up to anything exciting the last couple of days? Alright, I want to go ahead and let's restore the all mana. Let's improve rather the all mana to heroes thing. Let's go ahead and pop that. Yeah, let's also benediction you for even more mana recovery because yes, please. It leaves us 6 dudes and a lot of stuff left yet to pick through. We are at the house limit, so we aren't going to be getting any more workers available, and that's fine. There's other things we can build. And other things I would like to build, but let's go ahead and start peeling actual buildings out here. With the last of those workers. There we go. And then let's see about getting loads and loads of new gear out of these corpse piles. This cape is kind of a mixed bag. 3% range damage is not terrible. Minus 1% total critical and plus propagation are not especially interesting. Plus accuracy is not terrible for a ranger character. But if I want that plus accuracy, I think I'd rather just have it as a straight bonus with a dodge hat. So we'll grab that. Yeah, largely this is all what we're already using. We'll grab the +1 Tome of Secrets because it's the best of this lot. But that was a pretty sad pick. This armor is definitely going on our caster. Because 4% propagation damage and +1 move are both great. An experience penalty for an action point is kind of amazing. I'm not thrilled about it, but it's still kind of amazing. There's another action point. What is this game today? I would really have loved the Warlock Greaves if we had an actual weapon that was worth the damn for it. We do not. We'll grab it anyway, maybe we'll get one. Not really a critical point right this second. Alright, let's go ahead and get a little stupid. Let's put a ballista up. In fact, let's do 2. This is not probably the smartest play on our part. We could definitely be improving walls and upgrading them and maybe repairing over here. But I would very much like to have some ballista rolling. That sounds fun. We're also going to put the inn up early. I can't actually get anything out of it right now, not the point. We're going to want more heroes, and you know, the fastest way to have more heroes is to have the infrastructure up to support it. So the good news is this side is actually going to be kind of okay this turn, just because the corpse piles there are going to help slow that all coming in. This side I'm not as sure. Let's do some leveling and see how that looks. Oh, we did luck out on you. Alright, an epic propagation bounce is amazing. So we'll take the damage bonus. And I think I'm going to go ahead on him and trap First Blood, so full health targets have slightly better crit odds. It's not the ideal thing for anyone, but it's not terrible. We also had some stuff in this that definitely does go to him, because we have a propagation bonuser. We have a book, but it turns out it is not as good. Mostly because it doesn't have the propagation bonus that our current book does. We could give him the extra mana and the extra action point, and that's probably a good plan. Alright, these pants were already destined for illegal Danish, because armor, movement points, action points, yes, that goes to our frontliner. There ain't no question. Which makes the other two greens kind of probably block bets, even though I don't love the minus experience gain plus range damage amulet. It's got an extra action point built into it. That's tough to complain about. This roll, on the other hand, is hot garbage all the way around. I guess we'll take the experience gain boost to offset the penalty we grabbed. It's not a perfect offset, but it's not bad. And then he's got the hand crossbow, and so we can definitely make some of the poisoned thing work. It's not my ideal for the hand crossbow build, but, you know, it can be made to work. It's kind of in that good enough range. 10% damage bonus, yes please, but 40% health, 40 health points. 40 health points on a character with plus 1 physical damage per 10 health points is 4% damage in addition to that health, which is not terrible. It's not as good as 10, but it's a really good compromise pick. and makes illegal damage tougher on the front lines. And then she drew into extra damage anyway, so, you know, no foul. Running Axe and Sword, and neither one of those are helped by the stun line or the contamination line. I'd really like a defensive training there, because, yes please, XP bonus for this hero, absolutely. We've got defenses rolling already, so this is a good early start on that process. That's our level ups. We've kind of done everything we can do. Let's go ahead and dump over to the shop and get rid of those things. It's not going to end up being enough to actually buy anything of particular interest, and that's fine. Little tempted by the short bow for our range character, but we'll let it go. That said, I'd be stupid not to armor up our armor character harder. I can't actually afford this, so I guess it's a moot point. Moving on. Love sword. Sword is fun. Yeah, I definitely need to get him an extra weapon because he's running himself out of shots. Now, he doesn't quite have enough action points if that's a problem yet, but it'll get there. Okay, let's dump that here. Dump another one here. Yeah, the point was that it should bounce through here twice, which worked really well. Well, that'll do. Oh. Yeah, not real thrilled to have the axe guy right in range of our squishy caster there. Yeah, I don't have a really good shot here with the axe. Doubly so because there's a line of sight block happening. I guess we can work with it. The hand crossbow cutting through armor like this is relatively new, and I kind of love it. Well, as it happens, the extra shot there was a good idea, so what the heck. Well, we're making a mess. Don't out of range me. There we go. That'll do. Yeah. Meanwhile, the advancing Doom Wall is very real, because we basically have no depth right now. Which would make this a real good day for the Seer to happen. Yes, that's nice. We're not talking to you. Speaking of... apparently this is the day for the Seer to happen. Alright, before we start digging into rewards, I can see a mountain of corpses here, so grab an item here. Here's another. Grab an item. I don't see any more large enough for items. So which way we go here kind of depends on how much extra we've got available, but apparently we pulled a prowess out of that too. 450 total corpses scavenged. Which is 30% tainted essence. That's pretty good. And we now have all the weapons unlocked that are just giving us available at the moment, which is fine. Maybe we'll get something fun. Offhand dagger, not terrible, but not really what I want. Really nice heavy armor with a giant health bonus on it. Kind of exactly the thing I want for a melee character. Stompy boots of skill range and stun chance. Not amazing in our current build, but not terrible. 20% critical power would be really fun if we had a good crit build character, but we don't at the moment. No, the armor with the plus mana plus move is probably more the point. Well, this is just amazing. Hey, you trouble, how you doing? You know, if I had a magic damage character I wanted in melee, the Scepter would definitely be a good pickup for it. Truthfully, so would the Power Staff. We'll grab the Scepter anyway, maybe we'll pick someone up. Yeah, this is not amazing body armor, but it's not terrible. This helmet is probably rather more to the point with the mana regen on it. Mana regen is already a concern for everybody in this team. Alright. So let's grab the recruit button. Corrupt. Poison damage bonus, magic damage bonus, great big health penalties. And has the poison track. This is one of those, would you like a poison character? Options right here. I would love a poison character. Can I get you a weapon? That'd be great. Because you're not coming in with one. I'll recruit that anyway. I can make it work. Land here. There you go. Now you exist. Because I don't think I grabbed a poison weapon. Yeah, I didn't. Out of the current build, and that's fine. Let's hit the shop and hope. It is a while yet till we get the funny number, Iron Reaper, yeah. But 49 months, dude. Oh, dude. I think you are my second sub, because I think Jinx was in before you. And the support has always been super appreciated, man. I cannot believe I've been in this gig getting subs for more than 4 years now. It feels weird. Real weird. I don't know, you know? Thank you so much, though. The support always means a ton. It's great to see you tonight. I'm babbling. I'm just going to, like, fade off into an embarrassed lump in the distance here. Not that I can escape this camera. It is wide, and I am much too large. No, it really doesn't. You know, it just does not feel like it's been this kind of time. Oh, where are we? We were looking for a poison weapon and didn't pull it. And what I really wanted is a poison magic weapon. Like, ideally I want a druid staff right now. This hand crossbow +1 is actually super great for our archer character. It's also a poison weapon. So what we'll do is, hey, why don't you take this poison weapon? Why don't you take this spare poison weapon and put that scepter in your backhand? And we'll talk about the rest of that in a minute. Alright. Bump everybody's mana, give the freebie to Exiled Mallet. Mana recovery is actually getting real good as a side effect of this nonsense. I mean, she's terribly toxic, so we just don't let her talk to the townies. It's a problem. What I'm really worried about this turn, actually, is the incredible disaster that is how close everything is. And unfortunately, the thing to solve that problem is we just got the Seer, but it's 140 gold, and there's no way we're getting that this turn. Not on a bet. I think it's really good. Individual runs are long, and I mean, like, more than one stream long for me, because, you know, I do the 3-hour streams most nights. And so, as a side effect, the growth curve for, like, when you get stuff feels really stretched out over time. But I really enjoy the tactical element. I really think it's good. I think it nailed that down real solid. So, you know, I have kept coming back to this several times over the course of its, I almost said pre-production, try again, early access. I guess we might actually come back to getting 140. We're not going to have enough workers to do anything with it after we build it, but we might be able to build it. Yep, okay. Let's put up the Seer. And yeah, unfortunately 2 workers to do a Repel Mist, so we won't be doing that this phase. But next round we'll be able to. It's a start. No, dude. You can only use small children as your laborers if you're in the south. That's how that works right now. Not sure if that joke is funny. Moving on. Cause yeah. Okay, we don't have the upgrades for Ballista yet, and that doesn't surprise me. We've got 2 sides worth of Oh My God coming in. So let's slap up some more Ballista on each of those sides, and then close the walls for sure. And maybe, you know, repair everything. Oh, hey, the repair all feature is actually a problem. Yeah, because we've got some stone walls that are damaged that we absolutely can't afford to repair yet. Mostly funny because I know what game we're referencing here. Without that, I think it would be a little less ridiculous, but it's great. Oh, goodness. Alright, why don't you come up here? In fact, what we'll do is put one of the archers on each side. Yes, that game that we are talking about. I'm feeling the Cusco's poison joke somewhere in here. Would you like +3 move on your caster? No, I don't think I would, but I appreciate the option. Oh, don't make me choose between propagation damage and critical power. Those are both great. Just make me wish we had better crit on him. We'll re-roll that. Because blue mana is amazing. Good lord. Doubly so because this guy has magic fuel, so his mana is just straight up converted to damage. And because that guy just doesn't have enough action points yet, let's give him energized. Okay, these rolls are terrible. I mean, absolute hot garbage. We'll reroll on both sides. This is not an improvement. This character does not have mana fuel, although he could pick it up. So going way deep into the mana on the archer is probably silly. I think we'll grab the crit bonus for him. Which really makes me want a crit power bonus here, and we didn't get it, and that's fine. We'll grab an isolation bonus, because he does occasionally hit isolated targets. Yeah, they just got bought at a higher level, so it's definitely a little silly. I could grab longer weapons for him, but that reduces his reliability for that skill range bonus. It's not how I want to do it. He's going to be involved in mixing it up, so what I really want to do for him is... let's grab poisonous, and then so when he's in range 3 of things, add 35 poison to things. So he wants to end his turn close to monsters. This is probably dumb. His armor is not really good enough to be doing that nonsense. But on the off chance he does, or if there's monsters on the other side of walls from him, we can still poison them. It's great. So that's actually easy to show. Reliability increases the minimum damage of an attack. So at 0 reliability, you do the normal range. So if your attack is 1 to 10, you just do 1 to 10. At negative reliability, it reduces that number from the minimum range, and so widens your range out negatively. And at positive reliability, it shorts that up. So if you get up to 50% reliability, your 1 to 10 attack is now a 5 to 10 attack. So taking a quarter extra out the low end in exchange for 2 range is not a very good deal for my short range hand crossbow guy. That reminds me, we've got that poisoning armor, and we have this poison-based character to put the poisoning armor on. Probably a good combo. Okay, we're going to tank up our sword, dude. Why do you have a second trinket slot? Because noble. Okay, that's nice. I approve of it. I don't really have someone for whom a scepter is a good off weapon. We'll sneak it onto you for the moment. Not really a good plan. Not the point. Alright. You are going into mixing up range and staying there, and that really tempts me to grab another 30 armor, but you're already sticking 150, which is actually quite good at this level. I really needed that poison damage plus 30% on the other character, not on my swordswoman. Because ain't none of this anything like a necessary thing for you. Oh, good lord, you drew in a relentless. You're a momentum character with a relentless weapon. Yes, please. this gets re-rolled. 16% reliability is actually great. Oh, I don't love re-rolling this. 10% dodge is not terrible for you in melee, but I don't love it. I think we're gonna grab that 6% crit and just, you know, turn you into our murder machine in melee, and that's fine. I've got a chest piece that needs thrown on somebody. It is perfectly acceptable here on you, Nuke. No, that's on Blockbat. That's fine. It also would have been perfectly acceptable on Paloma. Yeah, reliability is one of my favorite stats. Alright, Paloma, do some leveling. My ideal route for you requires poison damage, but range damage is not terrible. This, on the other hand, is practically unacceptable. Let's look at your perks. Good lord, you rolled all the fun poison perks. Yeah, let's snag a movement point, because poison delivery is great. This is non-ideal, but I'll take the experience bonus out of it. This is terrible. I'll take a poison damage boost, yes. This is mostly terrible. Yeah, and you don't have the needed one out of that, so grab the actually boost, because that actually matters for ranged characters. Grab the critical boost, because that could matter for you. Call it good enough. What we have here is a character who definitely does not have what I actually want on them, because what I want on her is, like, one of the big magic poison propagators, like an orb or a druid staff. But I'll roll with what we got. Roll into the evening, call it good. Yeah, they're immediately on the walls. No surprise that. We kind of knew that was going to be the problem of the day. Oh, dude, I've had so many people tell me that nonsense in actual seriousness lately. And every time, I just want to hit them upside the dome. Nah, it's just one of those things. Never in stream. Because let me tell you, I have the tools to just hit the ban button for someone who does that to me in stream so fast. No, always in places like Reddit or whatever. Just, well, you should have tried harder, done more runs, something. Like, dude. I had someone do it to me in Final Fantasy XIV the other day. That game community is so nice most of the time. But I was doing one of my first runs in Eureka Orthos on the first couple of days it dropped, and got, like, you know, 30-odd levels down, and we hit a monster that had a pull attack into a nasty kill attack. Happened to get caught by my red mage, no big, we're learning. And the dude's like, well, you shouldn't stand in melee. It pulled me 2/3 of the way across the goddamn room, dude! I wasn't anywhere near melee! Yeah, I didn't have psychic foreknowledge of the monster's attacks on day one content. Yes, you know. Yeah, exactly. I mean, why wouldn't I have psychic foreknowledge? That's obviously a requirement for gaming. Speaking of requiring psychic foreknowledge, I need to find out what Mom wants to do for dinner, and I need more drink. So I'm going to attend to both of those things real quick, because if I have to order food, I'd rather do it sooner than later. Yeah, my knee is giving me that, dude, you're old today in a big way. Anyway, bear with me, I did get instructions on what she wants to do for food, so I'm going to order that real quick. Oh, goodness me. Pardon the brief delay. There is the order in. And yeah, that's about exactly the time frame I thought it would be, so hooray. So yeah, food coming. Hooray. And there's the thing to tell me that food is coming. And back to what I was doing, which has now, like, slid off the screen entirely. There we go. Meanwhile, Exiled Mallet has a ridiculous amount of action points available, but can't actually see anything over here, so, can you see over here if I go this way? Not usefully, no. Line of sight me. Alright. So the question of the day over here is, where do I want to drop firepower? Across the gate, drop the burn over here. That's pretty good. You do have the poisoning perk, so there's an argument to be said for you standing out here and causing mayhem with your poison, but I don't think we'll do it. That was not what I meant to do just there, but that's fine. give them the execute. And I guess we call that good enough. No, we can reach another action point out there. Yeah, you don't have any targets, though. I guess that'll do. Loads of wall damage. I can see the future, and the future is lots and lots of damage. It's a problem. Hey, yes, AT, how you doing? Not too bad. Food's on the way. Things are otherwise under something resembling control. Okay, let's pull a fantastically stupid here. Actually, we can 2, 3. If we stop here, it should poison both of these things to death. We'll see. I'm playing a particularly weird and risky play there, and I know it. Well, that makes a statement. And that statement is zombies go home. Things are not as covered as I'd like on that side. Well, they're not as covered as I'd like on either side. What can you do? We're running a little short right now, and it's showing. I'd like to know more about what energetic means on Elite. Damn it. Excuse me, let me mouse over that or something. Give me more information. Goodness. We'll add our targets there for a minute, and that's kind of fine. So we can do half as good a job on the other side. That's gonna have to do. And I don't really have a good area attack here, so it's really just a question of what do I feel like clearing out. And you have to hope that the wall is going to cover it, which it'll do for now because we just hit the end of the night. Are we in great shape? Hell no. Is it going to be okay? Yeah, probably. Wrong weapon. What I definitely want here is to be sorting things. No line of sight out to there because of that wall. It's a problem. Yeah, so we have to lose slightly more wall damage at the end, which is obnoxious, but whatever. Just do some cleanup there with the melee dude. I'll take it. Great big mess of bodies again, and that's kind of fine. Those bodies can serve as our wall for a minute. Let's go to repairs, and can we repair everything? Yes. Good, because that means those stone walls on the corners finally get repaired up. And apparently we picked up a prowess. I think there was a Knight 6 prowess for this one. I don't know if that was Knight 6. Yes, I don't even care. Alright. Apparently we spent 800 mana, have a Frost Mage set. And dealt 700 damage to a single hit on a single target. Wow. That must have been momentum. I was gonna say, and then also got the kill something with momentum 30 times thing. Survive 3 nights with maximum fog. So several prowesses were accomplished, and I'm kind of good with that. Sledgehammer appeared, and we're taking it. I would love Omen of Mysticism, but 8700 Tainted Essence is a little out of our reach right now. There's some very nice omens in here. Back off on that for a minute, because there's stuff I'd like, but I'd like to see how much we have after sorting out bodies. Because, hey, we've got a body pile here with an item. And one here with an item. And as usual, we're going to focus hard on what can I get items out of, and then, like, if there's any extra possibilities after that, then we'll think about it. But that actually is done. We pick up the seer, we did. Let's roll back the fog. Thank you. Ideally, I'd like to just keep doing that, but, you know, one problem at a time. And it's probably time to think about picking up some other things. I'm into the idea of the gold mine, this early. We don't have room for more heroes, so there's no point in even looking at the inn. We've got 7 workers left. We can probably get away with not using a restore mana to everybody today. And just bump Exiled Mallet a bit. And we're basically done in town on stuff to pick up. I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway, just to get it out of our space. But it's not exactly a critical priority anymore, and that's kind of fine. And that gives us, you know, a million bodies that we can just move out the way. and I have a really strong temptation to focus materials on these, and I think I'm gonna, because loads and loads of materials would be good for generating us some ballista. We'll leave the rest of us out there to be in the way. Very nice offhand sword, not a thing I need. A pretty reasonable armor for the front line. I need someone armored up here, except that we've already kind of got a very reasonable armor piece, which includes a great big health bonus. This is better armor and block, but doesn't include the accuracy and health bonus, and that is, I think, going to be more important at the moment. This Battle Mage amulet is absolutely ridiculous for either our poisoning character or our magic damage character. It absolutely needs picked up. Here's a hat with a 30 health bonus on it for our health character. It's definitely the winning option out of these, although the longbow is not terrible. I've got a character in basic fur pants that is technically an upgrade for. But this is one of those things where none of these things are something I desperately need. We'll grab the coif because it's the best of a bad lot. Yeah, this armor is a straight-up poison damage bonuser, and I've got a character who I would like to be focusing that on. So the real question is, do I want the 20% poison damage on this armor, or the 25 on this armor? And the answer is the 25, but it's actually a tight call, because this one's better for... No, it's this one. Because if I want her in melee mixing it up such that he has the AoE spread poison off her body, the armor is the better pick. And I do. So let's look at gear and hope like hell we get another poison option here. Which we did, although it's the weird one. Because it's a dagger. And so what that is going to be poison daggers, which is a 4 multi-hit 53 poison effect. Pretty great for distributing loads and loads of poison. I think we'll definitely do it. We haven't played with new dagger yet. We'll see if it works out. Similarly, we haven't played with new crossbow yet. And this crossbow also has an experience bonus sitting on it, which is just kind of nice to be throwing in a back set anyway. And I'm absolutely taking the shield for someone. No. I need to switch to you. There we go. This is an upgrade as Tomes of Secrets go for damage, and a downgrade in that it doesn't have the propagation damage, but it has plus 6% damage instead, so it's just everything for damage. This is a big upgrade. Take it. We're spending loads of money in the shop this round. That's fine. I wasn't doing much building with money anyway this turn. Alright, this was going to her, and hey, she even has room for 2, so that's fine. And she needs the daggers as her back set. And she probably needs a shield, although not as badly as my sword guy does, possibly. Alright. You, I would like to have that crossbow as your back set. And put on this helmet for extra health and thus also extra damage. This book is a direct upgrade. Do I really want that wand in your back slot? Because the scepter is slightly tempting. You have lots of move and lots of... Yeah, I think I do want the scepter in your back slot. The wand, I think, gives you a lot of the same. Alright, this is all junk. Except you. You're the poison damage armor I just picked up that needs to go in my poison damage character. There we go. Alright, the rest of that is now basically trash items. Let's go ahead and, like, ludicrously clear our inventory. And what we really should have done before that actually was look at the shop and say, can we get the upgrades? We can't get the upgrades. It was worth double checking. We should have double checked it first. Similarly, we're hitting the point where I wouldn't actually mind having the temple, but we don't have it at the moment, and that's fine. Not what I want for you. This is so not an improvement. I'm actually going to double roll here. 20% reliability for our caster is great. Pull the bottom 20% out of his damage. Yes, please. Yeah, we don't want 1 by 1 on him because he's not going to be in the business of isolated unit hunting. Runic Gift would be amazing if we had some trinkets to throw on him, which we don't right now. Blood Magic is awful. I mean, it might work really well for this dude, but we just don't happen to have the right stuff set up for it at the moment. That could be changed. But absent anything else, I'm actually going to snag him Relentless, because we just snagged him the Scepter as a melee attack. So if he wants to melee something and then move away, that gives him some opportunity. Alright, Danish, how'd you do? Danish is in a weird position where I actually need to give her some health regen. At +2 health regen per turn, it's kind of terrible. Bumping that by 16 is exactly the thing I wanted, thank you. And I think we'll grab back protection for her just to keep her armored up and not taking terribly much damage as she mayhems her way through the enemy line. She's sitting on a pretty great total physical damage bonus, and I'd like to keep it that way. Alright, and we'll just tuck these two over here. Tuck these two over here, and they will have this great big open shooting gallery into the enemy. And then let's build up some defenses. Now we're going to throw a ballista over here. Maybe a pair of them. and then start bumping improvements to the wall, such as and what there is of it. Probably we need to put an actual wall in place of these barricades at some point too. That doesn't have to be right this second. That question of, is there anything else in the shop worth a damn right now? And the answer is no, probably not. Well, there is, because that great axe can absolutely replace Danish's back axe. No, it can't. That's a two-hander. Well, it still can. We're just going to be less blocky. That's fine. We'll throw that shield over to Paloma. Call it good. I had to stop and read that name twice because it's just in this blue on black for me, and so, like, the eyes faded out, and so I had Con for a second, and I'm going, that's not what the name reads. Hi there, welcome on in, Icon. But there's just vertical lines at the beginning and just absolutely disappear in the blue on black on my background, so I was like, make sure you get that name right. But hi, welcome on in. How you doing tonight? Our night, our weather day is Zomble. Lots of. Let's see how we did. Armor maker. Is armor maker the thing I want? I mean, pretty arguably. I think we go with it. And then let's roll on into our evening, which has already been set. There we go. Naturally, we pulled everyone over to the right to defend the open space and everything that appeared way left. Like, we set up our defense on this axis and they're going, no, we're going to attack from over here. Of course, this is all backwards. I don't know. I cannot make my hands do the right thing with the flip camera. It's a problem. Please just relentlessly bombard these jackholes. Crossbow's got some range. Nothing else to be done on this side, because the attack kind of came in from a very unexpected angle and direction. Okay, well, that is a ridiculous amount of poison, and I'm kind of happy with it. We'll work with that. Yes, I now have action points left. I'm going to let them come in and then hit them with everything we got. Hey, Skeltuggery, how you doing? I'm doing well. I am having fun with my game. I am, making faces at chat. I'm waiting on my food, which just apparently texted me, like, on cue. My food is like, hey, we would like you to know how we're doing. My food is apparently on the way. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing pretty well. And I've got a great big whopping lightning bolt ready to go, so why don't you please be blessed with it. Whoa. Well, that kaboom did not actually propagate as well as I'd like on account of it apparently killed the original target. Like, far too dead to propagate. Thank you. Nope, we're done. Everything's dead here. How are you? Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely all for the food plan. Yeah, the good news here is the roads aren't actually bad. Really, the only reason we're ordering food today is because, Mom is still recovering from the broken hand, and so, just does not have the energy. Just doesn't have it. And it's like, that is entirely fair. You cannot have the energy today when you've got the cast on. I think that's appropriate. I'm not going to be that guy who demands that Mom hop to and immediately feel better and, cook me supper while she's got a broken hand. That seems ridiculous. Let us not do that thing. Okay, so we haven't actually messed with two-handed axe yet, and it's kind of great, as it turns out. Yeah, I can definitely get behind that. Kind of enjoying the dagger now, too. Because, yeah, she just absolutely melted that line. That gives me the room to get clear back out of there and armor, which is kind of great. Same plan, I think. Alright, let's pop the lightning over here. Yeah, great big propagate chain. Half the line is dead. I will work with that. Alright. Is that my ideal plan over there? No, not really. Some things are way too alive to call it that, but that's okay. I see you sneaking around back there. You can have the boop. Let's do the ridiculous thing. Hi, I would like you to be dead. That is sufficiently dead. But yeah, the one thing I am super happy with is that the weather seems to have decided to flip back in the direction of warming again, which, given that it's been doing this whipsaw up and down temperature thing here, the pressure here has been doing the same thing, and so me, with the already constant sinus issues, has been going, oh god, please stop this ride, I would like to be off now. And I'd like to be done with that. Any time would be good. Your driver will arrive any minute, which I was admittedly expecting time-wise. How much movement do you have? 8. You'll get some back for Relentless, which lets us pop up here, smack that guy, fall back a little, wind walk out the rest of the way, call it good. That takes out all of those guys. Does a good number on the rest of those guys, and we'll have to call it good for that point. Good enough. Alright, bear with me a sec. I'm going to make sure the door gets answered, because I asked Mom to be available for it, but I don't hear her right there in the front room. And that strongly suggests she may not be. Oh, nope, I'm wrong. Usually I can hear Mom's audiobook through my headphones. Because she's always got one up. Yeah, that'll do. I'm kind of starting to love scepters.
You got a notice?
Yeah, any minute.
Okay. Thank you, Ro. Hi.
Any minute is apparently defined as the exact second Mom asked. I'm gonna get the food. Right back. Alright, I return victorious with my food. Hooray! I'm a little shocked that guy wasn't in execute range. As I said, this is overall under some very good control, and I'm super happy with it. Well, this side is done. Yeah, we just hit in turn and win. As everything remaining dies of poison. I'll work with that. We've got a bit of a good news thing going on here. The great news is we've got lots of body piles. The bad news is not one of them has an item. Let's roll back the fog again. And regardless of other details, there's our in upgrade, so one extra hero tonight. And I was specifically looking for Shopkeeper's Friend a bit ago, and we'll take it now. Alright, Bat, this is mostly not what I want for you. Neither is this really, but there's a definite argument for the reliability on him. gonna reroll this one. Didn't really improve anything, that's fine. Kind of still in this space where I don't like his options. I think I'm going to grab Magic Fuel, because if he doesn't use a lot of magic, and he hasn't been, 16% damage is actually quite good. And then, of course, on the character I desperately want the poison damage, she didn't roll it. Propagation bounces actually will be really cool if we can get her a Druid Staff. So we'll grab it. It's not my ideal pick, but for the poison-heavy character who's poisoning things, I'd like it. And then we'll take the armor here, although it's not my ideal pick at all. And we're taking the armor here because I specifically want to grab her Toxic Leech and go nuts. This great big whopping two-hander is absolutely not a thing I was looking for, but it really slots in nicely over that great axe. On that note, we're going to dump some money into the shop for better prices. Is it the best plan? Probably not. That's okay. We did roll into an exceptionally good Druid Staff. Hey, LDG, enjoy your lurk. How you doing? Hope it's well. There's some I wonder ifs in this shop, but I'm not going to worry too hard about them right this second. Because yeah, let's grab the hero capacity upgrade, and then let's dump a bunch of workers into making some cash. Oh dear, yes. Okay, we can grab the gold coin. We can bump the production value. We can bump the number of workers. That gets his 80 gold back and is mostly cash neutral. Good as later infrastructure planning goes. Not so great right this second, and that's fine. The goal here was to spend enough on that we can look in the inn and actually think seriously about the can we afford another hero, and the answer is mostly yes. Is the one we care about? I don't know. 2 left hands, minus 12% accuracy. Big regen, critical bonus. That minus 12 accuracy is kind of crippling. And then we've got Carlotta here, who is just actively terrible. Crit bonus and an opportunism bonus, I can make that work. But yuck. Speaking of actively terrible, Brio has 24% opportunism. The health bonus and penalty from muscular and shredder cancel each other out. And minus 1 action points. Really? Meg, who has one of those combos I can almost make work, because high crit, high reliability is good, but then she has an accuracy penalty on it, which is just like, dude, that's so close to good. Then there's Harv here, who has minus 30 armor plus 20% dodge. Really, really high dodge value, and we could increase that further. But if he gets hit, it's going right to hit points. This is not a real great group. I'm going to take Meg because I feel like I can make a half-decent crit build out of this character. She's not great. That's okay. We'll see what we got. A critical bonus, so, you know, the game listened to the words crit build and decided to roll with it a lot. I'm going to take the 10% damage bonus instead of another 8% crit, but I feel like both are necessary. On this side of things, I'd really have preferred a crit roll here, and so let's grab one and check. No luck. We'll bump her already phenomenal reliability. Same deal, we'll reroll fishing for crit damage. We didn't get it, and we rolled reliability again instead. So she's sitting on plus 40% reliability baseline. Sadly, what she didn't roll into is, like, any really interesting crit perks. Which is fine, I can work without it. But if I can find her a halfway decent magic weapon, that would be great. And we didn't. Not a magic weapon to be seen in this entire build, except staves. I don't want to take a power staff on this character. Not really how I want to do. We're gonna anyway. But, as a very low armored character who is not currently ready to be mixing it up in melee, she needs to use that really, really sparingly. Yeah, reliability increases the minimum roll. So she's basically doing a 4 to 10 on a 1d10 now. But yeah, there's definitely an argument for it. Alright, I don't know how our plan's going to end up looking in actual practice, but that's not the point. We'll set those two up to cover that whole side. And then Meg can be thrown up there as our free safety. Maybe she ends up going somewhere else. I don't know. There's a lot of opener. I'm giving Meg a big open, please do as much as you can immediately start, just to, like, get her on the board for earning experience. Because she's kind of against two of our heavies up here. Truthfully, that'd be true no matter where she ended up. Call that good enough. Look at that melt. Alright, this right here is exactly why we picked up a druid staff. Please just poison this entire lot of things to death. Oh, there's a dude right here. Hi. Yeah, alright, so distribute some poison out this way. Nothing on that whole side survives. Over here, a couple of things survive, but not with enough hit points to be worth talking about. And on this side of things, we've got a definite actual problem out there. Which I'm not going to be able to slow down near as much as I'd like, and that's kind of fine. Guy is just a gigantic sack of hit points, and I can't really get out there usefully this turn. We'll roll with that. I'm not going to spend 6 mana lightning bolting just him. Bolting the entire side of the arena, on the other hand. What do you got, like 500? Yeah, losing most of that to a single scepter hit is kind of funny. Maybe not the smart plan, that's kind of fun. Whoops. You are kind of in trouble. How do we improve this situation? Probably not that way, as it turns out. That's an improvement, but not near as much of one as I'd like, because there's definitely still stuff out there coming for her. Can you windwalk her? Yes. Does that get her out of trouble? No, not really. Gets her in a different trouble, and I guess that's good enough. Oh, that is such a good melt you bastard moment. Look at that mess. Oof. Who just got rolled? Mallet got rolled. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, your job may be to provide very distant artillery support for the rest of this run. Yeah, not going to be able to get into range of her. That ought to reduce his movement to nothing. gonna say, I need you to pretty much melt the enemy. That'll do. Lock all of you completely down. Not really my best turn, but there's the sunrise. Yeah, I knew she was going to have trouble. Plus we have a stun on that side, which is just awful. See also why I was explicitly focusing that bastard. We're not exactly under control on this side, but we're under a lot more control than we were. I thought there was a connection here, and so I thought it was going to chain up into those guys, and it totally didn't. Alright, everyone's still alive over here. It was a concern. Alright, lots and lots of kills for Meg. Good stuff. Whoever the last two are, they're off map. There we go. Well, that was a bit of a mess. I can't decide if this dagger is an upgrade. It kind of widens the range both directions. The accuracy bonus is an upgrade. Similarly, this hammer is flat out a gigantic upgrade over the sword. Really, really tempting to roll with it. I think I'm gonna, because as much as I love the momentum effect on the sword, the basically double damage of the hammer is kind of tempting. We'll roll with it and see how it goes. We have only one corpse pile with an item on that side. But a couple on this side. Actually, a whole lot on this side, as it turns out. Holy crap. Similarly, it's time in our building to sort out a thing before we get much further. We need a temple. They get some upgrades. Because, you know, some folks are a bit rolled. So, spend a worker, do some heals. That mostly heal everybody full, spend not a worker. Bam, full health to everybody. Also, +8 max health per production phase for everyone, forever. Is that enough? Is that huge? It's probably huger when we were going longer. But we've got 5 more nights to take advantage of it, which is like 40 more health to all heroes eventually. It's not terrible. That's automatic. No workers need to be involved in that. And we've still got 3 workers available to do things. What things exactly? I don't know. But we've got a gigantic pile of items to sort out here. Loads and loads of level up. And, you know, I'm generally happy with where we're sitting. That said, there's not really time for one more night on this tonight, and I don't want to look at the level ups right now because I am hungry, I haven't finished my food, and I have a giant burger waiting for me right here. So, I'm a 10 of this burger. I'm going to stop a little bit early, only a tiny bit, because we're only a couple of minutes out. And bear with me, I'm going to take a look and see, excuse me, if there's someone we can go raid tonight. Which is, strangely, a no. No one I follow is on tonight. Weird. Well, you know what? I'm going to roll with it. I guess that's what it is tonight. Folks, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you again to Iron Reaper and Skullduggery for the resubs. Guys, it means a lot that you're here and that you hang out with me. I super appreciate it. I will see you again tomorrow for a little more of this. And I am going to go eat this burger. Good night, folks. Thank you so much for coming. See you then.